The Yellow Jacket Foundation was basically a group that was established to help build and maintain facilities in the Three River School District.
Also has an educational component for our kids to continue that, and as well as potentially a scholarship component for our students.
And remind me how this was all started.
Okay, it goes back to when we were still at Old Taylor, before we were even talking about building a new school. The football field was a wreck, and we had a small pond out there.
A lot of mud.
Yes, and the Board of Health was actually getting involved. It was that bad. And so there was a group of us got together to try to raise some funds to put turf on the field.
Okay.
And we worked on that for a while, and we actually did all the legwork for the NFL grant,
That's right. Okay.
and got to the point where we found out we were building a new school, so we just kind of dropped it.
But you kind of kept the ball rolling with the
Yeah.
NFL.
Kept the focus
Yeah.
on it, because we
Okay.
knew we were going to probably have to raise funds
Right.
at a later date.
Right. Yeah,
Exactly.
so we got the school built, voters passed the levy for us, and that went great. And we knew we were going to have to come up with some funds for the athletic facilities, and so we kind of got it going as a field of dreams.
Right.
or
Remember that.
Fields of Dreams,
Fields
I
of
think
Dreams.
it
Yep.
is. And got it going again. We had something to do with getting the grant for the turf. And
I think I can remember a couple of us facilitating that with Bob Bettinghouse and
yeah,
that group
Bengals,
in
yeah.
Cincinnati Bengals, and they were just great to work with. They did a wonderful job in assisting us to go to the NFL, and then we were fortunate enough that I believe, wasn't it the Bengals that recommended we talked with the folks down at the Superdome in New Orleans?
Yeah,
Okay.
Right.
All right.
we
And
were
so
able to
that's how
secure
we
that,
ended up.
that turf from the Estradome.
That's how we secured that
which was a
turf.
great
which
deal.
saved us a lot of money.
It was like $1 million turf for
Yeah.
but
It's an NFL turf.
for like 125,000 or something. I mean, it was
It was a
we
good
stole
deal.
it.
Yeah,
It's a
it
good
was a good
deal.
deal. Yeah.
And then the Bengals and NFL were nice enough to give us $250,000, which
Right.
kind of made our dreams come true for
Exactly.
that, to continue that. And then we actually formed the Yellow Jacket Foundation
Soon after that, that's right.
soon after that.
Yeah.
And again, it was just the whole concept was to help, raise funds for the school athletic
I guess
facilities.
the Fields of Dreams was more on the trying to
Specific
build,
project.
yeah, specific
Yeah.
projects to build, and so we kind of, I guess, transitioned into the Yellow Jacket Foundation so that we were a 501c3 charitable organization, and we were able to, then take in donations, and people could then,
Have a deduction.
write those off,
Right.
their income tax, and it allowed us to really move into more of the maintenance.
yeah, because
Out of the
originally
fields.
we were talking about building a stadium,
Right.
Right.
putting the seats in, putting the lights in, and it seemed like every time.
Locker rooms.
Yeah, locker rooms, the whole deal.
Right.
And then
Yeah.
the school district kept coming up with funds from
Right.
selling the properties so that we didn't have to do all of that.
Right.
So then we thought, we still need something, we're going to need something in the future, so
And
that's why we
maybe 10, 12 years, we're gonna need to redo the field out here.
replaced the
So
turf.
that's our purpose, is to do that, plus, again, allow some student athletes the ability to get scholarships and to do things that will continue their education.
Yeah.
So that's kind of where we are.
As far as
You're the president, right?
I'm the president,
Okay,
And I'm
just elected,
just elected president. And
Bobby Kent is the vice president.
class of,
Bobby's 64,
Four.
I'm 72.
okay, all right.
Class of 72.
Oh, okay, all right.
Yes, before you said anything.
We knew that.
We were waiting for it.
We knew that.
Alan's the
I'm
secretary.
the secretary, yep.
Jim is a representative from the school
school board.
board.
And Larry Hergis
Larry Hergis
is
is
our administrative representative.
Larry's our athletic
So we
director.
got a president, a vice president, a secretary, and then we have 2 representatives from the school board.
Right.
Or 1 from the school board and 1 from the administrator.
Right.
Okay,
And then we have a treasurer that we elect every year, who is Lynn Lee at this time.
she's appointed by the board, right?
Appointed
Okay.
by the board,
All
yeah.
right, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And then we have a pretty loyal group that's been with us pretty much from the start. attend pretty much all the meetings. And,
Yeah, I think I call them the Yellow Jacket 11. I think we're actually out to 15, but I still call them the Yellow Jacket 11 on my
Well, the more the
emails.
merrier.
Right.
Yeah.
Certainly
Yeah.
more.
And that's, we're always looking for people to help.
Absolutely. I mean, the whole point of this is to get the school district,
Right.
moms and dads involved with helping out the school district, particularly along the lines of the sports
Right.
and sporting events.
And some of the things we've done, as you mentioned, we were helpful in the NFL grant, getting that in, and
Sure.
we were able to, I don't want to call it dirt because it was a lot more expensive than dirt.
It's
Oh, yeah.
it's field
For the,
field dirt, infield dirt.
yeah,
Special material that allows the fields to drain.
For the baseball.
quicker.
so for the baseball field
Okay.
in the new park.
Yeah,
And then we're also working currently with the township to improve that stadium because the Taylor varsity uses that for their home
with the
field.
home field, right.
So we're gonna upgrade the backstop and
We have a good relationship with the township.
great relationship with the township. And then also upgrade the dugouts, which
And
will
that-
make that a
And the
lot more.
backstop.
And that helps the whole community
And it's a
because,
great facility.
it's a great baseball field, it's well-designed, it's well-maintained, and we're actually just trying to improve it a little bit, get it up to some standards, I guess, that were required at the high school level.
Yeah, 'cause
And the
the back-
township trustees have been great about it, they've been super.
Great partners.
Yeah, great partners, and there's some costs involved, and we're offsetting half of that cost.
Yeah. And part of
The
the
Yellow Jacket
stuff,
Foundation.
and part of the stuff was just things that you wouldn't imagine, like the backstop looks okay, but
Wasn't tall enough.
wasn't tall enough. You got foul balls coming back, which going into spectators, going on to other fields, so we're gonna remedy that.
Yeah.
We've also sponsored and built the alumni wall.
Yeah.
Which
Oh,
is
yeah,
over by
right.
the soccer field.
Yep.
That looks nice. People have bought bricks to sponsor that, to help sponsor us.
Right,
And they can still buy bricks.
they can still
Yeah.
buy bricks, that's
Still
on,
available,
that's on our
still have
website,
room.
yep.
Yeah.
So I have
That'll-
room. And probably our next project would be to help out with the girls softball field.
Okay.
Dugouts and,
Yeah.
I think they need some dirt there too.
They need some dirt there, right,
And
right.
The last flood got some in it. And we're always looking for more things to do. And
Well, so for the past 4 years we've had, or past 3 years.
Past three.
We've had an annual event that's been at the Woodlands.
Which our main,
well,
main
the first,
I
the
mean,
first year was
fundraising
at the township center.
Oh, okay,
And then-
all right,
and then,
okay. And then, so the next two have been at the Woodlands, and this year, we've got a special guy who's gonna be there.
Yeah, and what we've done the first 3 years, we just basically had a dinner and invited people and asked them to donate.
Which was
And
incredibly successful.
we've done very well. And we had local speakers, alumni, and current students speaking.
Right.
And former students who've
Yeah.
done well. And then this year, kind of decided to try something different. And we're getting out, got a group coming in that does these things professionally. And we'll bring Kyle Rudolph in of the Minnesota Vikings,
Which is,
all pro tight end.
West Side kid.
Elder
West Side
Grant.
kid,
With
yep,
Elder.
yep.
And
And I happen to know for a fact that he buys all his meat products from Bridgetown Finer Meats. I was in there the other day and was talking to them about it. He said he comes in there all the time and he's such a nice guy and the
He must
kids
buy a
like
lot.
him. And
yeah, sure,
kid.
yeah.
well, that's why they like him coming in. They buy a whole bunch of stuff from him.
But it's going to be April 27th,
Yep.
Friday night
At
at
the
the
Woodlands.
Woodlands.
We're,
All this information is on our website.
but we are selling tables, as well as individual tickets, and
Yep.
obviously there's no limit as far as the number of people that can
Right.
come.
Right.
And we're excited, we have a good head start on the number of tables we sold already.
Yeah.
We want to continue that, and I had a chance to, they did a news article on Kyle and what he does up in Minnesota, him and his wife, with the local hospital, their children's hospital, and he's very well spoken, so I'm looking forward to him talking to us and.
And
us-
Bill Cunningham
Yeah,
is
oh, yeah,
yeah, can't forget old Billy.
That'd be a good sideshow for
They're,
us.
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
already talked to several people who said they would paid just to see him. Yeah, he's a good drawing card too. So.
Oh, he's gonna MC it, right?
Right.
He's gonna be the MC.
Right.
And, so you never know what's gonna come out of his mouth, so that'll be fun. But I guess I wanna emphasize that this is for the whole family. I mean,
yeah.
this event.
It's not a stag.
Yeah, it's not anything like that. It's for the whole family, and we encourage, moms and dads out there to bring their young kids in. And one of the things that's gonna be really cool about it this year is we're gonna be able to meet and greet Kyle Rudolph. We're gonna get a picture taken.
His
at the end-
autograph.
With an autograph. And at the end of the night, you're gonna get that picture. And, it's part of the ticket
Yep.
that you're paying for.
It'll be a very nice event. Very
Oh,
nice.
I
Very
think, I
professional.
can't wait.
Yeah.
It's gonna be professionally
And there will
run.
be, at each table, there'll be an autographed jersey and an
Football.
autographed football
Yeah.
that will be up for bid.
For bids, right, you can
Yeah.
bid on those objects, and that'll be fun. I think that'll be pretty
Yeah.
cool, especially if Willie's the auctioneer.
Oh,
So
yeah.
That'll be cool.
Yeah.
So, and really, I guess with that, the question I've got is where do we go from there?
Yeah. I
Hopefully,
mean, we're always looking to get people involved. And it's not like it's a high intensity
Time commitment.
time
No.
commitment.
No.
We meet once a month.
It's really spreading
And-
the word about it. And
yeah.
the more people we have, the more interest we have and
Right.
an opportunity to reach other people.
yeah, and the more diverse we can be, and the more we can reach out to the needs of the community.
Yeah.
So we're hoping that people are interested, and, if you can't make a meeting, I try to send out minutes to
Yeah.
every meeting so you can stay, feel like you're included in the foundation, and,
So our next meeting is February
Seventh.
7th at 6:30
Right.
at the Taylor.
it's at the Taylor Bus
Bus
Garage,
Garage.
because it's easy to get in and out of, and we've got
Usually
some
lasts about an
people-
hour at the most.
At the
So
most,
it's not a huge time commitment,
Yeah,
but.
yeah.
Unless
we'd love
Alan
it.
gets to talking a lot.
Well, that's right, I tend to talk way too much, yeah.
But it's been a fun experience.
Yeah.
And again, we just want to continue to keep it growing and add to our people that we reach out to.
And we like to encourage people to join because we have fun, we have a good time. And like I said, you're not going to work yourself to death doing it.
Yep.
And get to meet some new people and have a good time. Feel like you're doing something too.
Great,
It's been good work.
cool,
Yeah.
thanks, guys.
Thank
All right.
you.